Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be making card kits for my Sunday school kids, as I have done before in the past. And today, we're going to do some fall cards, and I think it's going to be really fun. I'm going to be using my Distress Oxide inks. I'm going to be using this cute bear tree stamp, and then I'm going to be making cardstock leaves with this punch. I'm going to be using my harvest set here. I'm going to be cutting all different kinds of patterns for them. And I'm going to be matting the piece. Here's a quick example of one I did. I thought I had it handy, but I guess not. Oh, here it is. I was just kind of practicing, but this is the idea. But I'm going to do two on a page to give them more options. So, and I'm also going to be using some of this wood grain for the matting too. I'm going to cut several so that everybody can have a choice. And for the inside of the card, I think I'm going to do fall blessings. Per usual, I will do my cards first. So let's go ahead. Oh, I almost forgot. I got these adorable little squirrels. I'm going to be cutting them out using my little sidekick machine. And I'm going to be using dark brown for that. Let's go ahead and start the stamping. I'm also going to be using these. If there's room on the front, I'm going to be kind of putting together the card, but not all the way, to see where everything fits. All right. These are the pieces I'm going to be stamping on with the tree. But I'm going to be putting my card bases together. We never know how many kids we're going to have on any given Sunday. But I will be making 5 here. All right, let's put our, since it's 2 different stamps, I'm going to attempt to line everything up just so. All blessings. That doesn't look good. Aha! Yes, I needed to get that green ink off. Okay, good. That will look better. And I'm going to go ahead and use my same Early Espresso. I moved everything out of the way, and now I can't find my Early Espresso. So I will just grab this Hero Arts. Is that too far away? Let me make that a little closer. Let me go ahead and stamp it off on something just to make sure. Whoops. Would help if I put it on the right way around, huh? I'm glad, so glad I did that. That I stamped off first, rather. That needs to be a little closer, doesn't it? Fall blessings. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay. Let's get started with that. To those who are watching on the replay, thank you so much. I appreciate your views and comments. Just some more fall fun that I can involve our Sunday school kids. Nope, that didn't work out very well, did it? Let's try that again. That's why I stamp first, because if it doesn't turn out the way I want, I can turn it over and just cover up the mistake. Oh, that's a little better. Okay. And this, I'll put that on the front. I don't know what happened there. There's a little streak of something, but that will be at the front. So no problems. And one more. Then I will start on the tree scene. Okay. Oh, there it is, right under my tree. Okay. So let's put those aside and get out our distressings. I'm going to be using Salty Ocean and Rustic Wilderness. Now, this is the way I use my sponges. I put a little Velcro piece there, and I put one sponge for each of my Distress Oxide inks. So all I have to do is take it off and use it that way so I don't contaminate my inks. So I think I'm going to stamp the tree first, because I want to try to get two trees on each side, because we are going to cut it down. So let's go ahead and do the trees. And I measured this. That's why that's there, so I can know how big my matting needs to be. There's one. I love this early espresso. There's two. Awesome. Let's go ahead and do all the stamping first of the tree. Assembly line is definitely our friend. Perfect. Awesome. And they're just going to glue the leaves onto the tree. That'd be fun, 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 fun. And those are all be different colors. Okay, I think we're good on those. I have 8 trees. And now we're going to do those distress oxides. Okay. Let's do all the blues at once. Oops. Too heavy-handed there. Okay. Just be a little bit lighter here. It makes it look like there's clouds too. Okay. And then one more. Okay, now let's do our green. See, so I just take this off, put it back on the bottom, and put it away. I've got my green now, rustic wilderness. Okay, that one's done. Oop. Well, I'm not sure why I'm getting such a small screen. Something in the settings that I haven't figured out yet, probably. And then last but certainly not least, all right, now let's cut them in half. And I'm going to go ahead and mat them first, but then they still have choices what colors they want. They'll get to choose the pattern paper. I'll cut several of those. And then they can have a blast putting leaves on. Okay, so those are cut. While we're cutting, let's go ahead and do some of these. This is from my Welcome Fall collection. I like that pumpkin patch. I'm going to grab it. Okay, there's one. Let's do Hello Fall. That's a little bit big though. Oh, let's do something more narrow like these pumpkins here. And then we can pop these up on foam dots. And this one over here. Let's do some leaves. Right down the middle. Okay. Another pumpkin patch. Okay, another pumpkin. Let's see. And try a Hello Fall. They can definitely choose this instead of the tree if they want. So does everybody have all their fall decorations up? I love fall. It's my favorite season. All right, there is that. Let me do another, one more Hello Fall. Right over here. Okay. All right, let's do. Now I know I had. There we go. I had these pieces here that. So the stamp itself was 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. Let's cut this down. 2 3/4. Oh, not much, not much, huh? Let's see, 2 3/4, 2 3/4. Okay, by 3 1/2. No, nope, that's gonna have to cut a little bit down here so I don't end up cutting off some of the tree limbs. Okay, 3 1/2. That would be perfect. Perfect. Let's cut off a little bit here first and then go 2 1/2. No, is it 2 3/4? Yeah. Okay, good. 2 3/4 by. Let's cut some more of this down. 3 1/2. Oop, it's still a little bit. Okay. I don't want to cut off the tree limbs. That's the whole idea, is to decorate the tree. Perfect. Two 3/4. Okay, we're gonna have to eyeball it. So now let's do our 2 3/4. Yes, perfect. I want to center that tree as much as possible. So now we have, take a little bit off of the greenery. And now 3 1/2. Yep, perfect. Of course, the leaves can go outside of this. That's not a problem because of the matting. That's fine. Whatever they choose to do with that. Nope. Okay, I'm going to have to cut some of this off. Okay. 2 3/4. Oh, wait a minute. Well, that's 3.5. That's right. Okay. 2 3/4. Let's cut a little bit off of here. We kind of meet in the middle, half and half there. So 2 3/4 will now be this. So pretty much centered. Okay, so let's do 3.5. Oh, still too much. 3.5. Yes. We want to clear those branches. Nope. Let's see. A little bit more here. Two 3/4. Just barely. Good. Perfect. I know there's a lot of extra I can get away with at the beginning. So that's how I work with it a little bit. So we want to center that tree. Let's just take a little bit off there. 2 3/4. Okay. Perfect. By 3.5. No, let's see. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6. So we'll work with that right now. Throw away all my scraps. Now let's look at our pattern paper. This can be 5 1/4 by 4. Oh, I was going to do, yes, I was going to do some of my wood grain matting also. Let's look at this. This is 3 by 3 3/4. And it's directional. So I want to do the smaller measurement first. 3 3/4. So we have several matting pieces. Now let's go to our harvest paper and see. We want leaves because we have leaves on the tree, so I think that'd be pretty. Oh, we also have some cool cut aparts here. Pumpkins. More leaves and more pumpkins, but they're slightly different. Let's do a couple of these. With 6 by 6, you only get one shot at 5 1/4 by 4. They will have choices of this. I mean, I'll mat them and they'll have the choices of that, but the matting they didn't choose. They choose a tree altogether. That makes sense. Thank you for coming. I appreciate your view. We're making Sunday school card kits for my kiddos. So we got 5 1/4 by 4. This is non-directional, so it doesn't really matter what measurement I do first. 5 1/4 by 4. It's going to go right on the card, like so. And then the tree with the matting is going to go on the front. And then we'll have room at the bottom for a saying. I think I'll cut those out too. Let me find them. That'll give us lots of extra fun choices. Okay, we're going to cut right at the bottom of that hanger hole. Oops, cut a little bit off the top there. Those two. When pieces get small, they get a little bit harder to maneuver. There are those two. And one more fall. Okay, let's go ahead and mat these. Getting ahead of myself. We have to finish this. Now this paper is directional up and down, so I'm going to do the 4 first, the smaller measurement first. If I use matting behind this, then it would be 5 by 3 3/4. This is also directional. Okay. These are cute pumpkins. I can use the scraps for something else. This isn't necessarily directional, so I'm going to just but I'm going to do that anyway. 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, now let's put the matting on. Okay, we're done with the cutting. All right. Let's see how this looks. Very cute. Very cute. And where is my... There it is. Hiding. Cute, cute, cute. Let's do one yellow and then go back. Oops, that's not the right size. Perfect. One of each. 2 of each. Yeah. All right. So those are ready to go, as are these. And last but not least, I'm going to be putting the dots on here, but obviously not taking off the release paper. So they have a choice. Let's see. I'm going to see how this looks on the card. Put my piece of pattern paper down. And if we put it way up here, we do have room for something. So I think that's how we're going to do it. Cool. Very cool. I will put together a card and send a picture of it to the lady that's going to be supervising the kids that day, because I won't be there. Oh, well, let's see. I don't know if that's going to fit. Let's try it. Ooh. No, I don't think that's not going to fit. So let's just stick with these. That's okay. We have plenty. Like I said, though, they could put that instead of the tree. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so this is ready to go. That's a pretty burgundy color too, isn't it? Sometimes it's hard to make a choice with the pattern paper. If you got cut aparts on one side and the pretty pattern paper on the other side. Oh, we're going to do the squirrels too. I forgot about that. Yes. Let's cut out our squirrels. After I'm done with this. Oh, and the leaves, of course. I cannot forget the leaves. All right. Let's move all this. So these are ready. And let's get our little squirrely guys. And I don't know how many of you have a sidekick. I don't know if it's going to stick on here, but we'll see. Okay. And now I have to cut this down because it's little. Let's see. About 2.5. So I'll cut it at 2 because I don't need that much anyway. 2. I kept them together because they're small and it works fine. Okay, there's my one piece. Where's the other one? There we are. Okay. This is great for the smaller pieces. Plus, it's small enough. You roll it backwards instead of forwards. Woo! Okay. That went slinging, didn't it? Oh my goodness. Here's one anyway. Oh, I'm getting ready to die. Good grief. Okay, there's my squirrel. There's the third squirrel. Low power. Okay. I am running out of power. So let's go ahead and I will do. Okay, here's 2 out of the 3 squirrels. So let me do some leaves before I totally run out of power here. All different colors of leaves. I'm going to see if my cord can. Yep. Okay, I'm good now. I am connected to power. Yay. So I'm going to be cutting a lot of leaves. Let's do red leaves with a little bit of pattern on them. Nothing wrong with that. Let me get rid of this. I'm not going to cut any more squirrels on camera. I will do that later, but you get the idea. So sorry about that. Don't know what is the deal today. Okay, so there's brown. Let's do we have like a olivey green? Let's see. I think we do. In my paper here. We do have some solid colors. Yep, let's do a green. Hi, Happy Louder. I think I got them on Etsy, actually. It's been a while. I've had them for a couple of years. They are cute. Were you here just a minute ago when they went flinging out the other side? Really crazy. But yeah, I may go ahead and try again. Here's all the different colors of leaves. We can choose whichever color we want because there's this on the back also. And then, of course, we can trim it a little bit to get more. Lots of leaves going on. Yeah. Hello. Yes. Yep. Those things happen, right? But they are cute. They're so detailed. My goodness. Amazing, huh? Yeah, let's see. Do we have orange? Let's do orange. I think I have some orange here somewhere. Yes. Let's do a few oranges. Ooh, it looks like fall around here, doesn't it? Definitely the leaves are falling. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Who knows? Even Amazon might have it. Amazon has a lot of stuff. So I wouldn't doubt that a bit. Let me go ahead and make some more squirrels real quick. If I can, I just kind of toss things around. Have you ever used a sidekick? These are handy for the really smaller ones and also because I just don't have a lot of room. Okay, let's hope for the best here. Now we go backwards. Hold it down, go backwards. Okay, good. That one wasn't quite so bad. Now, they are tiny and intricate, so let me grab a little tool to pop them out. The little holes here. I don't know if that's going to be small enough. Yeah. Here we go. There's our little squirrely guys. Cute, cute, cute. 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5. So I may make some more, but anyway, so there's my leaves. Okay. These are the trees I made with this stamp and my early espresso ink. Then I matted them, and the way the card's going to look is they're going to attach it here, and they can add a little saying at the bottom, and they glue the leaves on the tree. How cute is that? And then maybe they can put a little scroll down here. But that's the general idea. So I made 5 of them because we have 3, 4, 5 about on any given day. We have some of the older kids may not want to do this, but I am making these for my Sunday school people. Okay, cool. Yeah, they are handy because they're so small. And it would be better if I put this on the desk and, oops, instead of my little Stampin' Up! Pad. And I do have a video on that. I can certainly link that in my description box when I'm done processing this live. So thank you very much for joining. I want to say what the inside of I put Fall Blessings, 2 separate stamps, but that's on the inside. And then if they want to take some more leaves and decorate, they can do that too. So there's my plans for my card kits. Thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you soon. Happy Louder. Thank you so much for joining me. Yes. It's been wonderful. I really appreciate it. See you soon. Bye-bye.